morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Armory and over on X. Hope everyone is doing well. We're obviously here to talk about the Premier League fixtures, which have been leaked, but I'm not going to talk about the leaks. I will wait for the official confirmation so I can actually go through it on the website, so I can go through each fixture. We will be joined by the Silver One as well when he gets home for his school run. I've got back from my school run, but he's got a little bit further to travel than I do. So yes, we will talk about that. But I've also got to talk about Operation Stealth. Now, what I love about Arsenal this window is we are keeping things extremely close to our chest. For people that know me in the WhatsApp group, I don't give too much information away. That is how it should be. I'm allowed to talk about what we're trying to do, but not names specifically. Obviously, the Sesko deal, we all know about that. I spoke about that. If Sesko had chosen Arsenal, then we would have triggered it. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Very interesting. So, as I said, Operation Stealth, we are working on a massive deal behind the scenes at the moment. Now, I think there's two reasons why. One, it's not being hit in the press is one, obviously, if it doesn't work, it doesn't embarrass us because of, I'm allowed to talk about an operation is in progress, but I'm not allowed to mention who is involved, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm allowed to mention that, but I'm not allowed to mention names. So I've done that. Also, I think the other thing is because it's so complex that, it could drag on for quite a while. And, Arsenal only really like to give information out for when something's close. So that's the other reason. So Arsenal are working extremely hard behind the scenes. What you also have to bear in mind, now this is not a case of we are having to sell to buy. You need to be very careful how I word this, because what we need to do is make sure that someone is leaving before we buy someone. So it's nothing to do with the financial part of it. It's more to do with the squad size. So we need to make sure someone is leaving 100% before we bring someone in. And that is the important thing. So as long as we are going to sell this player, that player, I'm pretty much sure that within a few days, someone will be coming in. We are. It's we are just extremely careful with how we're doing stuff, and that is the right way. We don't want a bloated squad, or we're going to have a player. I'm just picking this name out of a hat. It's nothing specific towards him, but let's say a Cedric, right? Now, having Cedric in our squad hindered. God, my neck. Put my teeth back in. Hindered us in previous windows. So January last summer, it hindered us in what we could do because that person takes up a squad place. So, you just can't just keep. I'm not. I feel like I'm picking on someone here. We can't be a Chelsea where you just go out and buy loads of players and just have a squad full of 60 people. You just can't do that. It doesn't make any financial sense. Or the chemistry or the harmony between the squad, it just doesn't help anything. So, yeah, that's why we are being extremely careful. Look, I wanted, and Arsenal wanted, and Arteta wanted a player in the door by the end of the month. I still think it could happen. It's looking a little less likely at the moment, mainly because the players that we're trying to unload, it's not a case of they're not wanted. They are lowballing us at the moment because of our history of selling bad. So I know that we've had one offer in that is less than half his value, like how much Arsenal value him. We've had an offer come in that's less than half that value. So yeah, And the fixtures, I believe, have now come out. The fixtures have come out. Right. Okay. So we'll start talking about that. Big up to Luke that's in the chat. Morning, Bobby. Hope you're well. Hope you're well too, Luke. Yeah, I've seen our fixtures, but don't know the rest of the club's fixtures. Even him, sorry, I won't say his name, hasn't got any info about who we're trying to get in at the moment because, thankfully, no one knows. Certain people that are big YouTubers, journos, Arsenal YouTubers, have no idea. They think they do, but they don't have a clue, and I like that. Big up to Luca. So Arteta doesn't want players around the training ground who we can't register to play to. That's basically what it is. And if you think about it, if they're in the squad, they're also being paid. That's the problem. They're also being paid by the club. So it is a big issue. And Arsenal are just doing hello, mate.
Hello.
Arsenal are just doing things very sensibly. And, until someone leaves, no one will probably come in. So until Eddie leaves, Smith Rowe leaves, Ramsdale leaves, no one else will come in at the moment because they are positions that were kind of bulking up. So, for me, Eddie's quite a weak striker. So we need to get rid of him to buy the striker that we want to replace him with. And that won't happen. We would have done Sesko, but Sesko, thankfully, for Arsenal, would have been playing in the Euro. So he wouldn't have been registered to get back anyway. So we would have had time to sell Eddie. Anyway, sorry. I chose to talk about transfers before the fixtures. How you doing, Tony?
Not bad. I've just seen them.
Seen them, yeah, they've just been synced to my phone, but I will see if they're on the website. Let's have a look to see if I can get them. No, they haven't been webbed to the website. Right, have we got any websites that have actually put them up?
Arsenal, they've done it.
Have Arsenal done it? Thank you.
Yeah, we're starting against Wolverhampton Wanderers at home.
Oh well, who wasn't shocked by that? Because people like to ruin Christmas. Unbelievable. I really do hate that. I really do. Anyway, yes. Right, let's see if I can share this screen. We'll go through it on thankyouarsenal.com, by the way, but we're going to use your site. There we go.
September looks fun.
Let's have a look. Mate, I'll be honest, I haven't seen them because I don't. You know what? I don't like ruining Christmas. I don't like feeling up presents. I don't like sneaking around finding the presents where they're wrapped. I like the actual release time.
Yeah, I do. Do you know what, though? I think this season, it's because the Euros are on. I've not seen many leaked fixtures come out on socials.
Oh, mate, there's loads.
Oh,
it's non-stop on my feed, I'll tell you.
Oh, I ain't seen anything like that. Not compared to last year, anyway. But
yeah,
I agree with you. And 9 times out of 10, they're wrong anyway. So,
right. So we start with my local team. Right, yeah, wonderful stuff. Wolves, you got blimmin' heck, we're doing the West Midlands derby here. Wolves, Aston Villa, Brighton at home. Okay, 7 points for that first month. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll take 7 out of those.
I'll take 7. Right, September. Obviously, we've got international break, which is why there's only 3
fixtures.
You what,
Spurs and City away, back to back.
All right, I'll be honest.
I'll
take 5.
Yeah. I'd rather go to Spurs and City away first, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Them away. Chelsea away as well in the first half of the season, so I'll take it.
Would you take 5 from that month, September?
No, I'll take more than that. I'm taking 7.
You want more?
I want 7.
Okay. Southampton, Bournemouth, Liverpool in October.
Southampton on my birthday. I'll take that at home.
Bournemouth away and then Liverpool at home.
Again, that's at least 7. But Liverpool at home. No, do you know what? We're not too bad at home against Liverpool.
I think I need to see how this Liverpool is under Arne Slot before I go to.
At this moment in time, I'm taking 9.
Yeah, I think at the moment I am, but if it all clicks with Arne Slot, at Liverpool, then I'll quite happy with take 7 as well. I
As
just don't
long
know
as Arteta stays away from manager of the month, we'll be fine.
Yeah. November. Okay, so we've got Newcastle away, Chelsea away, Forest at home, West Ham away.
I know we smashed West Ham away last season, but they're still 3 tough away games. They are.
Yeah, but Lopetegui's there now as well. So
exactly, yeah, it's a different West Ham.
yeah.
Because I think Chelsea are going to be better.
Yeah.
Newcastle don't have to worry about Europe.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. Obviously, we're in the Champions League. You want 10. You want 10 out of those.
10.
But 7 or 8 is acceptable.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've just seen the December's one. I've just seen, because I always class Boxing Day as a Christmas present.
I just see it.
Fuck's sake.
It's at home, though.
That's not a Christmas present. That's not a Christmas present. Come on. Look. God. Anyway, we've got 6 games in December. Man United at home, Fulham away, Everton at home, Everton away, Ipswich Town at home, and Brentford away. So possible 18. To be honest, and I don't want to sound like big-headed here, but
no, I agree. I know exactly what you're going to say.
I know exactly 6 wins out of that,
and that would all be an improvement on last December, wouldn't it? So.
Yeah, we should get 6 wins. That's no disrespect to Man United, but they've still got Ten Hag. I still think he's a problem. I know some United fans don't think that, but I think he's a problem.
I know what you're saying, but I'm not one of those that have jumped on United fans and Ten Hag saying I think it's probably the right decision. You look at the manager market; it's not great. There's still stuff going on behind the scenes at Man United that needs sorting out. So I think they've actually made the correct decision. Maybe come December, after that, move him on. Yeah, fair enough if he has to be moved on. But at this moment in time, I just don't see it being logical for them to get rid of him, if I'm completely honest.
Well, no, at the end of the day, the some of the people that they wanted got employed by other people. Some didn't want to leave as well. So it is what it is at United. Obviously, I'll speak to Colm about it because obviously I updated him on the Man United side of it. So yeah, me and him know a little bit more. I think it's just the right thing. Obviously, if he has a bad 6 months, he'll get sacked. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Right, January. Oh, blimey neck. Brighton away. Tottenham at home. Villa at home. Oh, blimey Wolverhampton again. Jeez. Right, okay.
Tuesday the 14th, Tottenham at home. Interesting.
FA Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay.
No North London derby in March or April. That's strange, isn't it?
I like the fact that they've twisted it around this time because obviously I know who does the fixtures and stuff, and he's a very hard-working man, and he's definitely switched it up this season for us, which I quite like. Because it does, sometimes if you look at the fixtures, they're normally quite similar. Like West Ham does tend to be a Boxing Day game. We always pretty much tend to have the home game at the end of the season. It's definitely switched up for us this season, which I quite like. So January, what do you want?
That's maximum for me. Spurs and Villa at home. We need to get that Villa at home right. Brighton away. Brighton have just hired someone that's like.
Oh no, mate! No, don't do that. No, honestly, don't underestimate him. Don't underestimate him.
All right, okay. I don't even know who he is.
But he's a 31-year-old American from St. Pauli, and honestly, the style of football he plays is incredible. So if it all clicks, they could be quite a problem.
Half his team's older than him, but anyway, I'm taking maximum January. I know there's still FA Cup and there's still Champions League in January in there.
I don't, mate. I'll be honest. I haven't looked at how it works yet. I need to.
I think it goes into like January, and then if we did finish in the top 8, then then we don't play again until March or something. I don't know. I can't remember. I remember seeing something, but
Yeah, I've not looked into
like
it
you said,
yet.
it's going to take getting some used to. But yeah.
Oh yes, it is indeed. But as for Brighton, they are trying to approach Somerville, the guy that you like, from Leeds. So they're going.
Somerville.
Yeah, you like him. That would be a good signing at Brighton, to be honest.
I'm a big fan of him.
February. So we've got City at home, Leicester away, West Ham at home, Forest away.
I love playing City early as well. I love that.
Yeah. That should be a 10-pointer. Easy, to be honest.
I'm taking at least 10 there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at March.
March. We've got obviously international is in there. Be the FA Cup as well. That will be in there. Okay, United away, Chelsea at home.
Is Old Trafford still a problem?
It's not a problem, but I just don't know, because obviously United are doing a massive rebuild this summer.
Could be a different manager by then.
Leaving. And they could have a new manager by then as well, because if the rebuild doesn't work under this guy, they'll get someone else in. There are some managers available to him, so yeah, I just don't know what to expect from United. So I'm going to go with a draw there, and we must beat Chelsea at home.
They don't. Yeah.
We must do. We have to, because hopefully at that time we will be like near the top of the table, pushing for the title. We have to win that one. That's a must win. April.
Oh, well. Sorry, I won't go into May yet. I've just looked at May, but I won't talk about that just yet. Let's go to April.
May. April. That's a 5 winner.
April looks lovely.
Yeah,
it does. The one we got correct, obviously, is Fulham at home. That's what we got correct out of those.
Yeah, that's on the Tuesday as well.
Because I'm still annoyed at that game at home against Fulham last season. I think that like I said to you before, that was the game for me that lost us the title. Because you shouldn't be 2-1 up against 10 men, 5 minutes to go, and then drop 2 points. You shouldn't be doing that. No, I don't care where you are in the table. You just don't.
I look. We're doing a lot this summer for what we're doing for squad wise, and mentality as well is another thing that we're trying to work on. So I expect more next season. Everyone was trying to get me to say it last season. I was never confident. I'm hoping I will be more confident next season. But yeah, from what I know, I'm confident with what we're trying to do. Obviously, you don't win games on paper, so I need to see how we start.
This window, I've decided I'm just going to be relaxed about it. When it gets to about, if I don't see much activity by, well, let's say mid-July, I might be a little bit concerned. But at the moment in time, the Euros are on, the Copa America is about to start. I'm just a little bit calm about things at the moment.
Well, this is the thing. We'll talk about May first, and then we'll talk about transfers in a minute. But so we've got Bournemouth, Liverpool away, Bournemouth at home, Liverpool away, Newcastle at home, and then we're all coming down to yours, mate.
Party down on the south coast, let's do it.
Party down yours. Southampton away.
I'm just looking at
interesting. I'll be honest.
I'm looking at the prospect of winning the league at Anfield again. I'm just saying. I'm just going to put it out there.
That's true. But what I will say is if we have to win at Southampton away, I'm slightly worried because Southampton, no offense to Southampton, they could be fighting for their lives that day as well.
They could
be a really massive game for both clubs.
Yeah.
If it's already not wrapped up by then, obviously.
I'm going to have to have a look at the other teams' fixtures as well now. Because
if I can, because Premier League takes forever to write up.
Very interesting. I'm just going to go. Let's go to Man City's. I'm going to go on Man City's and see what they've got.
No, mine's still loading on my screen. It's probably on my phone because I know my calendar updates.
Whoa! I tell you what, Man City start against Chelsea away.
It'll be interesting because I think a lot of people are being a little bit hard on Enzo Maresca, to be honest. No,
yeah,
because I think he's better than what people expect him to be.
I think that's going to be a good opener. That's on a. They put that on a Sunday. Anyway, their last game is Fulham away, so they'll be flying kites again. Yeah.
Let's have a look. See what Luke's saying. Arsenal versus Wolves will be a 3:00 kickoff on that Saturday, so not on UK TV. Have Sky even announced what they're doing? As far as I know, as far as I'm aware, Sky haven't announced what their fixtures are yet, have they?
Okay, do you want me to run through the match week 1 fixtures? So,
yeah,
no, because they've already got the times, the kickoff times and the days.
Oh, have they?
So, yeah, so on Friday the 16th of August, we start with Man United versus Fulham.
Okay.
Then on Saturday the 17th, the lunchtime game is Ipswich versus Liverpool.
Mm.
Then we got Arsenal Wolves, Everton Brighton, Newcastle Southampton, Nottingham Forest Bournemouth, West Ham Aston Villa at 5:30. Sunday the 18th of August, 2:00 kickoff, Brentford versus Crystal Palace, nice little London derby. 4:30, Chelsea versus Man City, and then on the Monday, 8:00 kickoff, Leicester versus Spurs.
Ooh, oh yeah, I'm just looking at it now. Interesting.
I like the kickoff times out already and all that. That's good. I like that. Well done, Premier.
Yeah. Well, it's a good job I've got Sunday off because there's no one covering a certain team for a watch along. So that's nice. Trust me, it's going to be happening until the decision's been made. I'm not covering them at all. I will always be looking at Boxing Day. Boxing Day is my Christmas present one, and they've really screwed me this year. That is not a Christmas present. That sucks. It means players
Bobby, but we beat them. You'll be fine.
If they ruin my Christmas, I will hate them even more than they do now.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
I don't know. Because they've got another very good coach. Kieran McKenna is extremely talented. I think I spoke to Brenny about this. When I do the match previews for next season, I'm going to try and get someone on from every other club that joins us because I think we've already arranged a Newcastle one for the Newcastle game because Brenny's approached him and spoke to him and I've okayed it. So we're going to try and get someone on for every preview. So it's not going to be 2 separate previews. It's going to be the same preview. Because of the way I do them, I'm quite respectful. I talk about their team as well as ours. I think it will work quite well, personally. Obviously, we did it with Colm last season. We did it with Dermot as well. So, yeah, it'll be quite fun. Would you wait for Sesko next season, Bobby? Sesko will be leaving next summer. I already know that.
I'll tell you what, I was when you mentioned how serious we were for him, I wasn't too sure, but I tell you what, I actually sat down and watched him. I sat down and watched him the other day, when Slovenia played against Denmark, and I was very impressed by what I saw. I must admit,
yeah,
and
good.
What I saw from him as well, I think it's. I think the going into next season, I think the idea is we are going to concentrate on Havertz being the main one up front, and obviously, so I don't think Sesko wants to play second fiddle. He wants to continue playing, which is fair enough. I understand that. But yeah, I think it's good for him to stay one more year, maybe just because of his age.
Yeah, I agree with his decision. There is a gentleman's agreement that he will leave next summer. For a set price. The price is already known to the clubs that want him. I think it's the right decision for him. I think it's the right decision for clubs as well. It doesn't necessarily mean, because we are working on something behind the scenes. If it pans out, let's just say a lot of people will have egg on their face with all the people that said Havertz will be starting as number 9 next season. So we'll wait and see. But what I will also say is whoever we're going to sign, there is no guarantees of anybody starting. And I like that. No matter who it is, we've approached very big midfielders and none of them have been promised, oh, you are guaranteed to be starting every game. No, you won't be. You'll be fighting just like everyone else does, just like Declan does now. Declan fights for his position every game. Odegaard does. Saka does. I know, obviously, Saka doesn't have much competition. However, he still fights for his position, and he will be next season because of who we're trying to get. And I like that. That's what I want. And me and Brenny have always agreed on this. We want players that are fighting for their position, not, oh, you know what? I don't care. I'm guaranteed to be starting. I don't want that. I never want that mentality in our club. For the first time we ever go to Tottenham away in the first half of the season. Villa in the Champions League might fall off this season. They will. They haven't got a strong enough squad to do both competitions. It happens. It happens all the time. To be fair,
I tell you what, I'm just looking at the final day fixtures, and there are some interesting fixtures there. If you got an idea where you think your team's going to be,
yeah,
there's some really interesting games there. I'll run through them if you want. So on the final day, Bournemouth versus Leicester. You could be looking at a relegation thing there. Fulham versus Man City. I mean, we all know City probably win that one. Ipswich versus West Ham. Liverpool versus Palace. Man United versus Aston Villa. Newcastle versus Everton. Forest versus Chelsea. Southampton, Arsenal. Spurs versus Brighton. And Wolves versus Brentford. It looks like it could be an interesting final day next season.
Yeah. Well, what I will guarantee you is City will know the outcome by the end of that game as well. So it'll be interesting what will be happening. Ipswich West. Yeah, I'm just looking at it now because Premier League have actually finally updated their system now. Yeah, that is quite tasty, isn't it?
The week before as well was very tasty as well. Very, very tasty. On the 18th.
Crystal Palace versus Wolves, Chelsea, Man United, Brighton, Liverpool. We've got Newcastle, Tottenham versus Aston Villa. There's some tasty games there, isn't there?
I just like how I'm seeing City's last 3 games. It's like Southampton, Bournemouth, and Fulham. What's the point? Wolves at home before that.
City won't be the same City next season, mate. I guarantee you that.
Right,
there's a lot happening at City that's not positive for them either at the moment. Yes, 2 Champions League will be played in January. Thanks, Luke. I'll be honest, mate. I'm not looking forward to it, and I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not looking forward to the Champions League.
Change is not good.
It's shit. I just don't like the new setup. I just don't. I find it. It feels weird.
If it wasn't for the Super League thing, we wouldn't be going through.
We wouldn't. We wouldn't.
It wouldn't be happening.
I was saying to it because Em doesn't like football. We all know this. But Em was talking to me the other day about the Euros. She says, "Oh, who's been knocked out?" I says, "Well, no one's been knocked out yet, sweetheart, because it's a little group stage." She says, "What? What's the point of it?" I says, "Well, I kind of get you because cup competition should just be a cup knockout straight away. That's how it should be. It excites me more than little group stages. But there we go. It is what it is.
You enjoying it though? You enjoying the Euros right now?
Kind of.
I want more goals. It seems
obviously, I'm only covering 3 over the weekends. Doing one on the Friday, one on the Saturday, one on the Sunday. Apart from the Italy versus Albania after the 20th minute, it got really rubbish. But the first 20 minutes was good. That was about the 19th minute, I think it was, when Italy stopped scoring. It became boring. But yes, the Newcastle, Netherlands versus who did they play then? I can't remember. Who did they play?
Oh my gosh.
Poland.
Poland.
That was good. That was quite a good game. But I don't think Netherlands are very good, if I'm honest.
No, I won't impressed them by them at all.
They're a team that it's not like a Van Basten's there, Cruyff, Hullet, all their very good players over the years. There just doesn't seem to be like one of those there anymore. Simmons is young. He'll get very good. I know you call him trendy, but he is. He
was good the other day. I did say to you, he was good.
But some of them are just like, no, not for me. Depay, honestly, I still think he's so overrated. I don't get it. I don't know what the headband about. What's the headband about? Obviously, going to play in the US Open after the game. That's what he was doing.
NBA.
Is it or NBA? Yeah. Luke saying Liverpool away to Ipswich early Saturday. Cook is a tough start for Arne Slot. Never like going away to a promoted side first off, especially after an international summer. That's true. But also, Kieran McKenna, don't knock it, because honestly, that guy is very clever. He's got a shit, and I'm not saying they're shit because I don't like them. They are a shit team, but he's got them working as a very good unit. And he's obviously going to have the money to improve the team now. So they could be a bit of a worry, to be honest. I'm not looking forward to playing Ipswich for two reasons. Because I don't like him, but also because of McKenna. I think he's a very talented coach. Sky have announced... Yeah, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise I was announcing it so quickly. Yeah, I was impressed with Sesko. Sesko is extremely talented. I'd wait till next summer to get Sesko. I know... We're not doing names, but I quite sold on the guy we both want playing on the left, like you said before, Bobby. Oh, no, you're allowed to mention names. You're allowed to mention. I'm just not allowed to mention. But, yeah, I know who you're on about. Yeah, look, I'm looking forward to who we bring in. We're still on plan A. Nothing's changed yet, thankfully. And we will see what we do. But... we're working very, very hard at the moment behind the scenes. Big up to Damos. Hope you're doing well, Damos. Big up to my PB. Morning, guys, and to all in chat. We have a clear the Cobwebs home game. Wouldn't be surprised if we beat Wolves 2-0. Sesko is good, but would still want a striker now. Well, let's hope we still do that. We are trying, despite what people say on X. We are still trying. So
well, they're all experts on X, aren't they, mate? Come on.
Oh,
they all know what they're talking about.
Sometimes I just want to scream at my phone and go, stop talking rubbish. Because the problem
I get to the point now where I just laugh, Bobby. That's all I do now. I just laugh.
The problem is, right, there's only three people that are really listened to. But the problem is when they say something, people take it as gospel.
God, yeah,
I know it's not gospel. That is what they believe. None of the three people that you all know, the big names, have a single contact at Arsenal. Their contact is most likely a cleaner, a delivery driver, or someone like that has heard gossip, because obviously people talk in the office and stuff. But just be very careful who you trust, because honestly, they are talking absolute codswallop. And what I will say is, certain one, he might be Italian, got involved in a certain deal. And he shouldn't have got involved in a certain deal. Now, those are the people that you are trusting. So just be very careful who you trust, because... And also, there's another one which really narks me. He's charging people to hear football rumours. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
You just know that people will pay for it. That's the problem.
Yeah, but why? Because honestly, if there is any contact with anybody... there is no money needed. So why are you making money out of it? Because I guarantee he's not 100% correct on everything.
No. But this is the world we live in.
I hate it. I really do hate it. Just leave it to the people.
This is the modern world, Bobby. You know.
I hate it, mate. Honestly,
it's just a good job that we're cut the dinosaurs and we don't fall for anything.
Right, that person, because I don't really like saying his name. Just be very careful about him. Same as I can't even say his. If I even said his initials, it'd sound rude. So that probably gives you a clue I'm on about. So the other one, the English guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you just realised because if I'm going to say his initials, and I just realised, hang on, someone clipped me there. But the other guy that's English, don't trust him either, because he's got links with certain things that I don't like. So just be very careful.
For a moment, I was like, Dio? What's wrong with Dio?
No, it was the other one. The other one, yes. Because if you say his initials, the one who's charging... well, this is the thing. I know I'm saying this whilst my camera's not on, but there's a reason why my camera's not on, and everyone has normally seen me. Why are they behind a picture? Why are they not seen? That's the question for me. I really find that frustrating. No one should be hiding behind a picture. You should be able to be seen. Because trust me, don't No Names podcast today. It is. I just can't. I don't like saying their names, but also there will be a slight backlash as well.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows.
And I'm obviously keeping our channel safe from any backlash because I can't stand them. But what were we talking about before the fixtures? Talking about transfers, weren't we? Right. So transfer-wise, as I was explaining before Tony got back from his school run, no one will be coming in until someone's left, really. We just don't want a bloated squad because what could happen, right? Eddie could be going, right? We all know Eddie will be going. But if that deal falls through at the last moment and we've already signed someone, then we're starting to bloat our squad already. We could be stuck with Eddie because no one else wants him, i.e. an injury happens. So, yeah. Right. Gunnar Greg, you have put on a little point. Now, there's someone else that talks a lot about Arsenal, and he talks a lot of bollocks, if I'm honest. He had a big... I remember him doing a big thing about this shirt sponsor doesn't exist, blah, 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 blah. And I think within 24 hours, he had to make an apology. How about keep out of business you know nothing about? How about that? Because he thinks he knows everything. He's made a big deal about playing at the Emirates. Good for you. You're a YouTuber. That's what people that they love, all that kind of stuff. That Arsenal and all football clubs keep an eye on social media and invite people who are on social media because it is good for the club. So well done for playing for Arsenal. Whatever, dickhead. As you can tell, I don't like him. But he came out and the person that me and Tony know, he likes to sit on the terrace, also spoke about it. And I'm like, don't talk about something until you know 100% that it's not a real organisation. Because I don't know if did you see the clip that I'm on about?
No.
Oh, well, basically, Net 888 is the.
Yeah.
Well, someone thought he was being clever by typing it in and saying, "Oh, it's all fake, all fake, it's all fake, it's all fake." An actual proper organisation was being classed as fake by a football YouTuber that knows skiddly squat. And I'll tell you how much he doesn't know. He doesn't know a specific Hungarian team that is well known to everybody in the world. The most famous one. It begins with an F, but I can't say it because I can't say the word without it coming out with absolute rubbish. Ferenc Varos. He didn't know that.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah, but they are the most famous Hungarian team for a specific reason, because of a player that played for him. And their stadium is named after him as well. They're very famous. He didn't have a clue who that club was. Well, I'm sorry. You know skiddly squat about football then, mate. Shut up. And plus he played in goal, which tells you everything anyway. But there we go. I honestly, people lately are really winding me up. Like, look, I have no issue with people going on X and asking about certain rumors and what you think of this and what you think of that. That's fine because you're mentioning in your tweet that it's a rumor. It's when people go on there, oh, we're going to sign him. What do you think of this signing? Who said we're signing him? Who said that? Because Arsenal haven't.
Just people take so much for gospel. It's crazy. You know,
I know because
and I've always maintained the fact that, look, I will look at news and I'll make my assumptions on it, but I don't believe anything until I see a player holding up the shirt. Simple as that.
Yeah, because if I was to tell you a lot of the stuff that's happening behind the scenes, people would go absolutely mental. The Spoon Brigade, if they knew about a certain player that they all wanted at Arsenal, by the way, is close to signing for another team that is hated by our team, I would love to know what they think of that. Because I hope it goes through, but it also shows the mentality of that player, because how much he wanted to sign for us, and then he's going to go to our arch rivals. Like, obviously you didn't want to sign for Arsenal that much then, did you, mate?
No, exactly.
You wouldn't be signing for our arch rival. Exactly. Spot on. It's all to do with money. It does, mate. It really does. But yeah.
And when you got no affiliation with the country that you're going to go to and the city and the club. You're not going to believe them, are you? So
no. Just all I'm saying. Look, I know everyone chooses who they want to choose to believe on on X,
which is
and
fair
that's
enough
fine.
in some cases, yeah.
Yeah, just all I'm saying is just be careful. Don't
Mm.
believe every single thing, because I guarantee there are 0 leaks at Arsenal Football Club. 0. Nada. I'm not
I can
allowed to
believe
tell.
that.
I'm not allowed to tell you certain stuff, and I say this in the group WhatsApp. Certain stuff I'm not allowed to tell you, and I don't tell you. But there is 0 leaks. No one has a single link to anybody at the moment because no one knows. Wonder. Right.
Well,
He is having another issue. I don't know if anyone knows about that. That's another person I don't really want to talk about either. But he's having another issue which could get him sacked, actually. So we'll see. But yeah, it's like, what was it? Pedro Lima. I don't know if anyone heard that a couple of days ago. I know it's Chelsea news, but obviously I'm fully aware of everything that happens. But Pedro Lima was guaranteed to be signing for Chelsea. Guess what? He's not. He's signing for Wolves. I love it.
I do love seeing things like that, though. It is brilliant.
I mean, it's just so funny because all the guaranteed stories were coming from the Chelsea side. All the Chelsea journalists were saying, "Oh, we're going to sign Pedro Lima for such and such amount," and all of a sudden, yes, I agree with that one, mate. Totally spot on, indeed. I'm not going to say it. Oh, hang on, is he just taking me away?
I don't know what I've just done.
No, it's fine. You can carry on going through space, mate. As long as people can hear me.
No. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what I've just done.
Hang on, let's have a look. See if that. Oh, I don't know what's happened. What's happened? Hang on. Can anyone hear me? Can everyone still hear me? That's the main thing. I don't know what have you done.
There's me turning around with something. I don't know what I've done.
Hang on. Let's see if I can. There we go. That'll do for now. Okay. There we go. Right. As long as everyone could hear me, that was the main thing. But yes, that guy needs to be sacked immediately if we could do. I enjoyed the buzzwords this summer. The possible title charge. That's all right. As long as everyone could hear me. Tony was trying to take me off stream. It's fine. The powers that be.
You know, I ain't been on stream for months and I come and ruin it.
No, mate, it's fine. Don't worry about it. What was I going to say? But yes, Arsenal will be signing someone. I guarantee you that. We will spend, I reckon, at the moment, around 250 million. We'll have a big summer. And there's a lot happening. There's a lot. Because currently, what you have to wait for is a lot of dominoes to start falling. And obviously, with the Euros, that is stopping a lot of dominoes. Yeah. And Copa America as well, yeah.
And Olympics.
Yeah, well, exactly. There's so much that, like, if people are actually abroad, you can't really do deals. Like I saw a news story yesterday breaking about Xavi Simons. I don't know why that's even happening, because Xavi Simons and most of the teams right now are being told no transfer talk until you go home, basically now. So there is nothing going to happen with Xavi Simons right now. No. So I don't know why that was leaked yesterday, because yes, he is most likely going to leave on loan because PSG don't want to sell him. And yes, we are willing to sign him on loan. That is it. There is nothing happening right now because he's in Germany. Are the outgoings looking positive? Yes. All I would say is currently we're being lowballed quite a lot. That's obviously to do with our own history of selling crap, let's be honest. But
never sold well. Let's be real.
No. The fact that I think it's Ox is the highest sale we've ever done still. Yeah, crazy. I expect that to be broken maybe twice. If we are sensible, we could break that twice this summer. So, yeah, but the outgoings, I do expect a lot to go out, and I do expect them all to go out. The only one I'm a little bit and ahhing about whether or not it's going to be for a proper transfer fee is Ramsdale at the moment. Now, the reason I say Ramsdale is because Jose Sarr is being linked with a move away. Now, Wolves want Ramsdale. I can't see, because obviously I know teams' finances and stuff. I don't see how Wolves can afford Ramsdale, but I think Arsenal would be willing to let Ramsdale go on a loan with a obligation to buy, if that makes sense. So it's technically going to be a full transfer, but it will be a loan with an obligation to part by next summer, just to allow Wolves that extra bit of scope.
It's different though, isn't it? Because if you're getting rid of one, you need to get another one in. So you need to kind of hurry that in a sense.
I don't expect any signings till after Euros Copa anyway. I know a lot of people don't think that we'll sign anyone, but the one team that has to sell by the end of this month, well, there's actually 6 teams in the Premier League, but the one that we're dealing with at the moment is Everton. Everton have to sell by the 30th of June. So that deal has to happen before the end of the month.
Hey, Belgium could be out. Yeah.
Well, I think with some players you can still negotiate because of other issues. Now, obviously, Everton would have had to get permission from the Belgian Footballer Federation to speak to Onana regarding selling. Same, but I don't think Braithwaite went to England, did he? So, I don't agree with it. But if you remember, Kai wasn't in England when we signed him. He was, I think, he was at a wedding. He was at a wedding, wasn't he? And what we've got a bonus if you think about it. We've got Adidas headquarters in Germany, so we could quite easily do an announcement in Germany if we needed to. But at the end of the day, a lot of clubs are trying to help Everton because 150 million they've got to try and find. It's not like a 10 million job. This is 150 million. That is 3 players they have to sell. Braithwaite being one of them. Onana's being another. I think there's talk about Calvert-Lewin as well. And they're probably the most value ones I can think of. Other than that, you're thinking about 10, 15 million quid. But Onana's worth over 50. Braithwaite's worth around 60 to 70. DCL, I don't know how much he's worth, to be honest. I'd give him £1. But, I think in the real world, I think he's probably worth about 20, 30 million quid. I would never touch him. But yeah, Onana could still happen. The negotiations with Onana is done, if that makes sense without me saying too much. But the negotiation with Onana is done. It's the negotiations with Everton that needs to take place. But I can't see that wouldn't make sense because they haven't got a good goalkeeper. No offense to Everton. But they would then have to go out and buy a goalkeeper. And to be honest, the perfect one would have been, I think, unless I don't know if Burnley would sell him for that price, is James Trafford. And we wouldn't want 30 million for Ramsdale. We want more than that. We want nearly 50, which again makes sense because we spent 35 on him. We want to make a profit on him. But yeah, there's still a lot happening, guys. Even the Euros are still on. There's so much going on. Jason and Erdu phones are just constantly. And there are still meetings with a certain club in Italy. That's all I'm going to say. That has not finished yet. That story has not finished yet. Do we still have Tavares? Unfortunately, yes, we do. He's currently cleaning our windows at London Colney. But yes, he's still there.
Probably
we will sell him. We'll sell him at some point. Look, if we're only asking 10 million for Tierney, I think we'll be lucky to get 10 for Tavares. Personally,
just get him off the book.
Exactly.
He's one of those players that you take anything for.
I'd happily take anything for him right now. If someone offered me a multi-pack of Walkers, I'll take it. Because,
as long as it's the right flavour, yeah.
No, well, as long as it's not the meaty version, the meaty variety. I don't like.
No, you're not a meaty guy. No.
I don't like chicken ones. I think the chicken ones are horrible.
No, they got a funny smell to them. I give you
that.
Yeah,
that's what puts me off. Yeah. my autistic side, it's like the smell just like puts it off. I'm like, nah, no, thank you. Luke saying loan Ramsdale to Wolves with a 40 million obligation to buy, yay or nay? I would do it. I'm quite happy with that. I think I have no issues with Ramsdale being a loan. As much as I love the money now, because we're not going to spend a lot on our reserve goalkeeper anyway, like what, 10, 15, maybe 20 million max on a reserve goalkeeper. I'm not that bothered about how much money comes in for him. Oh, no, Gunnar Greg. No. I don't want Neto anywhere near our club. I'll be honest. I love him, but
too many injuries.
Yeah, no. Can I say it happening? I can see it happening, but I really don't want Neto anywhere near Arsenal. I need someone that we can rely on. And I don't know if anyone remembers what Josh said last Christmas regarding making sure we don't buy any players that have got a bad injury record and getting rid of the players that have got a bad injury record. He won't be impressed by us signing Neto. I guarantee he doesn't watch Wolves that much, but he will know about the injury record of Pedro Neto.
Can I just say, though, on the injuries, isn't it funny how the club doctor, Gary Driscoll, he left, went to Man United. They had tons of injuries and we had none. Pretty much last season.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. My concern is we've lost Jordan because obviously he's now joined Man United as well.
Yeah, he's gone there as well, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan is Jordan's going to be a huge miss. Not for me, due to the fact he likes Cedric, but he's going to be a huge miss for Arsenal Football Club because he kept a lot of our players still playing. There's a reason why Saliba and Gabriel really didn't ever drop out of the team. Same as Saka as well. Jordan is going to be a huge miss. I don't know if anyone's how many people follow certain people on X, but Susanna, who's one of our data team, she has been given the role of lead data now at Arsenal Football Club. So big up to Susanna. She is very good for our data team. It's getting harder to find first 11 players now. I thought the standard we're at is that high now. We are at that stage where we can't just go out and buy, I don't know, I'm trying to be nice to people here. Like a Max Kilman. A couple of years ago, a Max Kilman signing would have gone, yeah, brilliant. Now, no, it doesn't excite anybody. Mark Gay, that still excites me. I think he's quality. I'd quite happily get a Branthwaite as well, to be honest. I think he's brilliant. I watched him when he was a PSV. I thought he was fantastic at PSV.
Definitely some competition at centre back. I mean, I know it sounds crazy to say, but
no, but you're right because Arteta wants that. He doesn't.
We've got more games.
Arteta doesn't want just two players. He doesn't want a guaranteed 11 either. Just like, as much as I hate saying this, and James will love me for saying this, he wants us to be very much like the blue side of Manchester. I don't like that, but that is the type. I think a lot of people do want to be like that, where they've got like 16, 18 very good players, and then you never know their starting lineup, really. Not 100%. Every weekend when they play, you don't really know who's playing. Really, with Arsenal, you guaranteed Saka's playing. If Jesus is not injured and fully fit, he's playing. If Martinelli's on form, fully fit, he's playing. Gabriel, Saliba, fully fit, they're playing. Odegaard, Rice, they're playing, aren't they? No matter what, they are playing if they're fit. White, if he's fit, he's playing. Thankfully, Zinchenko's going. But Timber, when he's fit, and he will be playing that season. But he doesn't want those guaranteed players. And I like that. I actually like that because
we do need that. We do need that.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Tone, when you were a kid, when you went to went to Highbury, my most exciting part was reading the program, and then finding out who was playing, not knowing. It was finding out, going, yeah, oh, yes, I get to see him. And now we can all pretty much guarantee, like Moss does.
You're going to see, yeah.
Moss predicts Arteta's lineup, even though I asked for his own lineup, but he predicts it. That's fine. But I don't want that. I want not to know. It seems really stupid, but I just want to be excited when I see the lineups.
It's not stupid. No, it's not stupid.
You know what I mean? And that's the standard we should be at again, where you need
to have some of that unpredictability. You want to keep the other coach guessing. Go, oh, do you know? Well, you might play this player. I don't know if you will play this player, and they are of a quality. So
yeah. Being impressed with Gay for England the other night. I've been impressed with Gay for years, mate. Tyrick Mitchell is another person that I would happily have at Arsenal Football Club.
He was very calm as well, considering it was his first start in a tournament.
He's class. If you think about it, and Anderson and Gay, for me, after Saliba and Gabriel, for me, the best two centre-back combination last season.
Yeah.
Easily. Gay and Anderson. And that's the thing with Crystal Palace. Unfortunately for Crystal Palace, they are going to have a big exodus of players, not to do with manager or anything like that. Obviously, that's the way Crystal Palace work. They have big values. They sell and they buy for cheaper. But they're going to lose Olise. They're going to lose Eze. There's massive losses for Crystal Palace. I hope they have got a good manager. I have no problems with that, but I just hope they spend that money wisely, because I don't want to see Crystal Palace go down. I quite like the club, to be fair. It's one of those old stadiums.
Yeah, Palace have always been one of those teams that they're likable. Yeah, I think it's because it's mainly due to the fact that the players they do bring in. I think that's a big part.
As Arsenal fans, we've always had a really fond memory of Crystal Palace for someone that we bought from them. Exactly. And we've done the same to them, but we've sold to them as well, and they've done well there as well. So, we've always had a very good link with Crystal Palace. I've definitely had no issues with Crystal Palace fans ever in my life. But yeah, I would happily get Mark Gay, but we will be spending quite big on a centre-back this summer as well. So, yeah, got no issues with that. The big three. I like how you're saying it, Guna. Yes, the big three. We all know who they are. Do spoil the transfers. They are doing the agent's work. That is all I'm going to say. There you go. I'm allowed to say that. I can't get done for that. Who would you play in midfield for England? Gascoigne, Bobby Moore.
Bobby Moore.
Oh, are we talking about now? This England do not exist to me. No, in all seriousness, Bellingham, Rice, and depends how we set up. Are we set up with three? Honestly, I do not watch England, so I have no idea how we set up. I have literally no idea. How do we set up? Is it 4-3-3?
Yeah, Rice holding.
Okay. All right.
I'd have Rice, Bellingham. Obviously, Rice and Bellingham, they're the obvious two names that go in there. I wasn't too convinced with Trent. Some people thought he was good. I didn't think he was that great. He had moments. I just Trent for England's the same as Foden for England. They just don't do it. And do you know what? And I'm not particularly his biggest fan. I must be honest. But when Gallagher came on, our midfield looked alive again.
Yeah.
So I would probably be tempted to put Gallagher there, because that kind of helps Rice play his game as well. So
yeah, I'll agree with that.
But mate, because a lot of people obviously, what about Mainu? But I don't want to throw Mainu in that quickly. I really don't.
No, I like the fact he's there as squad. I honestly do think he's going to be quality.
He's going to be brilliant. I think he's brilliant now, but I just think, I
am with this one. Rice sitting with Bellingham and Eze. Yep, I like that one.
Yeah, but there's a lot of talk about maybe Foden in the centre, because he's probably better there. But I don't know. I don't know about Foden.
No, I heard a lot. So obviously, I will not watch England play, and M finds it hilarious. But I will not watch. What did I watch? I was watching Blue Bloods instead of watching England play Sunday night, because honestly, I have no wish to watch them. If they're in the final, I guess who won't be covering the final? Me. They'll be okay. Palace with Reece, Eddie, and ESR. Crystal Palace have approached us regarding Reece Nelson. Their value is a lot less than we want. I do expect that to happen though at some point. Yeah, I expect Reece Nelson to go there. To be honest, I ask because I don't think Trent works. Trent is a fantastic footballer. That's about all I can say about him. He is defensively shocking. So yeah, Trent is a defensive.
Listen, dead ball is good, but that's it for me.
Yeah, he's a like. Yeah, I'm. You know what I'm going to say? It. He's a Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, he is.
He's a Ward-Prowse because Ward-Prowse is decent, but his set play is incredible. Trent is decent, but his set play is incredible, and his delivery is pretty good as well.
Just defensively worries me. Yeah, I'm not gonna dump on him too much because going forward, he can be good. He is good. It's just defensively for me.
I'm old school. I like a bit of muscle in midfield. That's what you need. Like I know a lot of people having the issue with Onana being linked with Arsenal, right? Honestly, you obviously do not know enough about Onana because Onana, yes, he looks tall and skinny, but my word, is he strong?
He is strong.
Yeah. He defeated our midfield. People forget this. He defeated our midfield, right? When we played him, he defeated us. The problem is Foden, Kane, Bellingham all drop in the same space for their club. I'll be honest, I have no idea how England set up, so I don't know. But Jude is incredible. I'll be honest. Foden's a good player. I just he needs a free roam because obviously, unfortunately, I have to watch City play.
I will say this. I'll say this actually. I don't think Bellingham and Foden can play together on the same team.
I would probably agree with that on that one. Obviously,
it's kind of the whole Gerrard Lampard thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Obviously, everyone knows how much I know about Jude because obviously he grew up near where my partner lives or lived. So obviously, I've followed Jude for a long time. Obviously, a big Dortmund fan as well, so I watched him at Dortmund, and he is very similar to Foden. And you can't have two players like that in the same squad. You can't. It doesn't work.
You need to give Bellingham that free roam. Don't not Foden. And Bellingham's been doing it.
But again, we go back to who the problem is, and we all know it. It's just why I don't watch him because he's a twat, Mr. Southgate. Onana Rice will allow Odegaard to do his thing. Sorry, I had to say it, and I'm not going to get told off for saying it because everyone knows how much I hate him. So yes, I agree with that. And again, because it's two midfielders that we're trying to sign this summer, it tells you everything about what Arteta's trying to do. There isn't just going to be a plan A. When plan A fails, just keep sticking with plan A. There will be a twist, and I like that. Like I said, I'm confident about this summer as long as everything goes according to plan. No one is getting through our centre with Rice and Onana in front of Saliba and Gabriel. Correct, but we will be signing a other centre back as well, which doesn't guarantee that it will always be Saliba and Gabriel. Just so everyone's fully aware of that.
I like that though. I like it.
Yeah, so do I, because me and you, Tone, got brought up with three centre backs all the time, and they never always played.
You never knew.
Yeah.
It was always Adams.
Exactly.
You never knew.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. But there was always one that was favourite to sign. But yeah, I have no issues with it whatsoever. Yeah, you can play either Foden or Bellingham, not both together. 100%. Right. I need to get going, guys. Tony, thank you ever so much for joining us, mate.
No, like I said, it's been some time. It's been a while. I can't remember the last time. It might have been a Champions League game preview. I don't know. I think it's been that long.
It's been ages, isn't it? But we will continue. When there's some news, guys, I will be back with the news when it breaks. But like I said, there's nothing really happening right now that we can talk about. There's a lot happening behind the scenes, but just leave that as it is, and we'll leave it.
All I will say is message to the Gooners out there: just stay calm because there is a tournament going on right now. So that's enough for you. That's enough to distract you. And what will happen, and it will happen in good time. Don't worry.
Yeah. 100% agree. Where can they find you, my friend?
You can find me on X. It's at Silver's Segments. If you're probably watching this through that, actually. So, you can find me there talking a lot about the Euros, Arsenal, and unfortunately, I'm going mad on the wrestling at the moment. So just try to ignore that bit if you can. But yeah.
Gunnar Greg saying it's our left side that needs fixing, in my opinion. If you're regarding Arsenal, yes, and yes, it will be fixed. Everything that we have issues with last season will be fixed this season. I have no issues with that. That is a guaranteed. It will be fixed. Thank you very much, Gunnar Greg. Even if we sign better in certain positions, there is no guarantee they will start. Arteta has his faves. He has been told to stop doing that. And honestly, it will be a slightly different look to Arsenal next season. I'm looking forward to it. Gunnar Greg is all relaxed. Good. I wish I was. But it is what it is. Guys, you'll see me again when there's breaking Arsenal news. I know of some things that are happening, and I haven't made an announcement video just yet, but I have been told to get it ready. Well, that's obviously for the Arsenal women, because obviously I will be covering who we signed for the Arsenal women as well. Obviously, there is talk that Mida Meyer has, obviously she's left us. She could be going to Man City. I hope that's wrong. But that could be the case. But we are signing Caldente from Barcelona, which I'm very excited by. And we're trying to sign Kira Walsh as well from Barcelona. Really? Okay. So we'll wait and see on that. But yes, and obviously goalkeeper. There will be a new goalkeeper coming to Arsenal women. So excited. It will be I believe it's Van Domselaar from Aston Villa, which I'm quite happy with, to be fair. I don't think it's Mary Earps. And Mary Earps, obviously, horrible news as well. Obviously, she's got a horrible injury. I hope she's going to be fine, and I hope that doesn't stop her from moving. But yeah, I don't believe it's going to be Mary Earps anymore. I think it's going to be Van Domselaar. But I'm quite happy with Van Domselaar as well. She's very good. Guys, I'm out of here. Take care. Speak to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye. Speak to you later.